Drink all my Gatorade Zero, and I want some now.
Well, you're gonna need my phone, aren't you?
Yeah, I'll reach over.
Okay.
Like a long man with the long arms.
With the long arms?
Hello, humans and pets. Today we are going to be Fridaying on a Saturday.
On a Sunday, actually. By the time they see it, we're gonna be TGI.
Well, it's not Sunday today. It's Saturday today.
Right, but by the time they see it, it'll be Sunday, right? So TGIS today. So anyways, so there was a couple other new items. I mean, we were looking through the Fridays menu, and stuff says new. I don't know if it's new or not. But this was actually listed under new items at Friday.
Yep.
And
I will read the names of them.
Ryan will read them, because we're not sure.
New! With an exclamation point, all in caps, okay? So they like shouting like, new!
Tone it down.
Famous Whiskey-Glazed Skewer. And we also got the new Ooey, Gooey, Mozz stick melter.
So one of your friends asked for the Whiskey-Glazed
From
something.
Red Robin.
Oh, it was a Red Robin one. I remember someone did. So which would you like to try first?
It's
The
15
skewer?
buckaroos for the skewer.
Okay, which is this?
And the Ooey Gooey Mozz stick melter is 12 buckaroos.
We might as well start. I'm actually surprised because this is an appetizer. So I'm actually shocked that this is more money than an actual meal.
That's how they like doing it.
There it is. So it
We'll
has
show you the Mozz stick melter. It's like this. It has 2 Mozz sticks and 4 pieces of broccoli.
Well, Ryan picked the broccoli. You gotta give him. It would have came with French fries or something, but he wanted to try the lemon broccoli. Get yourself a fork while you're at it.
They didn't give us any?
I do not see any in the bag. No.
That's disappointing.
Grab some napkins too while you're there, or them napkins over there that you threw last time, because we're gonna need them. All right, so let's start with the appetizer.
Napkins.
It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It appears to have 6.
6, yeah, 6.
Chicken
So it's 6 wings and 3 sliders.
And 3 sliders.
So
why don't you?
I don't see the purpose of sliders other than being tiny hamburgers.
That's what a slider is. There you go. You got a wing and a slider.
And a skewer. How are you supposed to?
You grab it with your fingers.
Well, the skewer was still in it, so.
There you go.
Okay.
So.
I'm gonna try is it boneless? I hope so.
I'm gonna guess yes. This one has 2.
I'm gonna try a wing.
No, I'll just leave it on my plate. I'm going for the wings first?
Sure.
So there is a sauce, and I'm assuming that's the Whiskey-Glazed.
I hope it's not sweet. It tastes like a diluted sweet and sour sauce. Or like the orange chicken flavor.
Similar.
But less.
There's not a ton of glaze on the chicken itself. It's not like super coated.
Chicken's cooked though.
The chicken itself.
It's sticky.
Sorry, my neighbors are outside playing ball, and Finn just noticed them.
Yep, Finn doesn't like little kids.
No.
Well, he loves
so
little kids.
the chicken itself has a nice coating on the outside, and it's actually not a bad little tender for a boneless chicken. I was wondering what they were going to try, how they were going to try to do this. This is just a little mini cheeseburger. It's got nothing on it.
There's cheese. This is my patty. Here's the bun.
I want to see. This one's looking pretty dry. I want to see if it has any of the taste on the. It appears to have a sauce on the bun.
It's kind of dry.
You might be able to see. Mine's got that generous burnt taste. Right here. Is yours burnt? Mine's burnt.
Yeah, mine.
Finn, get over here and knock it off.
Yeah, knock it off, Finny Poo Poo.
All right, let's try it all together. Finn, come here.
He's so cute. Finny Poo Poo. He's a little bit upset. He doesn't like when the wind
we apologize. This is what happens when you buy a barking cat. I'm gonna have to go yell at him. I gotta be honest with you, Ryan. This one's worse than Sonic. This one, it's not as dry, But mine has so much of the charred flavor, it actually just tastes burnt. It has no taste whatsoever.
I love it when things are burnt, and that's sarcasm. I don't like it when things are burnt. And I do not recommend burnt food.
I mean, I gotta be honest with you. When you're paying, it's $15 for this. Now, I don't know if you can tell. You can definitely tell, like, all the char that's on it. But I'm actually getting I'm just getting straight burnt flavor. Like, I'm not getting any, you can't taste any Is yours as burnt as mine? That's
No,
actually sad.
No, it's bad. It tastes like you have a grill, and you drop the burger in the grill.
It does.
Let it sit for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And then you take it out and be like, oops, I dropped it in the grill.
No, look at piece of charcoal just fell off my burger.
It's very yummy. Tastes like you're eating rocks.
I never thought I would beg for a bacon jam at this point when you had. That's not even good. You can have the last slider.
Just for the record, Mommy also ordered a regular cheeseburger. It was not cooked like she wanted it to. It was cooked.
Although she said it's delicious.
Sure.
She likes hers well done. You know, you can maybe medium well done it, but hers is more on the rarer side, which she was eating it, and I'm absolutely shocked. Because if I would have cooked it, if she would have sent it back on the grill, she wouldn't have wanted it. But this is the pleasure of eating at home. You can't put it back on the grill.
Well, you can.
I got to be honest with you. This is a huge disappointment.
Oh, I knew it was going to be a disappointment.
Did you?
Whenever there's something that says sliders, I've never had a good slider. I don't know who invented sliders. Just give me a regular sized cheeseburger. I'd rather have 2 regular sized cheeseburgers than 3 tiny sliders. The wings are good, but they're not great. They're very tiny. It's not a lot of meat. It's just a lot of
even the wing.
I'll try another one.
If you look at this, I don't know if you could tell. There is absolutely no moisture.
No,
even in
dry wing.
like it has the coating.
And that's the only moisture it gets.
You know, if you fry up something, it still should have a moisture in it, and it's not. The inside is very dry. For our most expensive item, this is a huge flop.
Yes. Yes.
The taste of the wing is good, but you almost need a dipping sauce because, like, can you imagine eating 50 of these?
No.
You know what I mean? Like,
no, I wouldn't want to eat more than 2, and that's all I'm going to eat.
It's very sweet.
I'm not eating the rest of this.
No.
It's a dry sweetness.
I never thought I would.
And a burnt taste.
I never thought I would die for a piece of broccoli. Look at that.
I hope it tastes like a lemon.
Yeah, it did say lemon broccoli. That was a huge disappointment right there.
I'm disappointed there's only 4 pieces of broccoli.
Yeah,
Maybe there's a worldwide broccoli shortage.
A mozzarella stick. If they screwed that up,
It's kind of hard
quit.
to mess that up.
All right, so this is a Mozz melter. It's called.
It looks like a...
It has mozzarella sticks on a grilled cheese.
With marinara sauce.
With marinara sauce. And we had no idea what it was going to be.
It's hard to mess this up.
Would you like me to cut it on diagonal, Ryan?
Yeah. But equal diagonals.
You can have the bigger one.
That's not equal.
It's almost equal. So this is what it looks like cut.
Yep. It looks decent, I think. So let's try the lemon broccoli. The lemon broccoli.
All right, let's.
I think
this doesn't look like there's anything.
It looks frozen broccoli. I need this in my hands. Okay, we're on to the mozzarella stick now.
What, did you just score a touchdown with the broccoli? What happened?
So, one thing I don't like is frozen, well, not frozen, but really, really cold broccoli when it's not cooked. This isn't cooked enough. I don't know if it's supposed to be cooked.
It is cooked enough. It still has a nice crunch to it. That's one thing I will say.
Mine wasn't. So
this one,
you got the small one though.
Yeah, this one.
Dry. There's no lemon.
Wait, Let
me take another bite of this.
I don't like my broccoli to be soggy. I would rather have it still have a little texture to it.
Yeah, but this is like not cooked enough.
Cooked, it's not bad.
It's not good though.
It's not soggy. The thing is, it has no seasoning, no flavor,
no lemon.
nothing on it. It's broccoli.
And it's only 4 pieces of non-lemon broccoli.
He chose them instead of the French fries because he thought he wanted them. They would be better. But
Take a bite of this one.
I'm a little disappointed. You know, we weren't going to go to Fridays because we weren't going to go to any of the main restaurants like this, and we may have to reevaluate it because it does get pricey. Like, well, you know, it was like $40 after you're all said and done.
$40 for the cheeseburger and these two things.
You know what I mean? And so it is cheaper as much as fast food is going up. It is cheaper still to go get that stuff. And at this point, we were going to stay away from the regular things. But like when we went to Applebee's, the Irresistibles were only $8.
But they were really good.
But it was delicious.
This is a lot of money, and it's not delicious.
And I don't mind paying the money for the food when you get good food. But this is just it.
It's not lemon. It's not lemon.
There's
We
nothing.
got the lemon broccoli.
There's nothing on that at all. It's broccoli. So it's just plain broccoli.
4 pieces of plain broccoli. At least at 5.
Again, most people are going to get French fries, but he chose the broccoli, and we didn't get good ones. So let's go with just the mozzarella.
Mozzarella stick. I hope this is good.
And again, we're about, say, 20 minutes from the store. So it's not going to still be hot and gooey. But I just want to check. It's an actual mozzarella stick. So
this is good.
Mm-hmm. This is good, but the best part of the mozzarella sticks is when you get the nice little marinara with it. So I'm hoping the sandwich, which it should be, has a little sauce to it. So, as you can see, I mean, they put a nice little sauce with it in this. So, that's good.
They powdered the bread.
But I had no idea what was, I didn't realize it was mozzarella stick.
It's powdered, I hope. That's powder.
All right, let's give it a try. Mind you, there was an argument on the way even to go to this place. I know deep down Ryan, I don't think wanted to go here. And it was one of the few places we have left that actually had new stuff on the menu. So what do you think of your Mozz cheese?
Why add bread to this? The only reason they added bread is so they can put it to $12.
They made a sandwich out of it. That's why they made it.
It's
into a meal.
$12 for this.
They made it into a
when
meal.
it should be 3 or 2. Remove the bread. It's 2 mozzarella sticks. Well, for one side, right? So it's like 5. Let's say 5.
Yeah.
And then it has marinara. Kind of bland. You know, it's not the best marinara.
I wanted to see what you said
Not
about
enough
that.
marinara. It's very, very dry. Tastes like I'm eating a sand, like desert. Not a dessert, like I would have hoped. And why add the bread? It went up like $7 because of the bread.
Well, it was probably cutesy for like the children to eat. Like you know, you can have mozzarella, grilled cheese.
No, they just want mozzarella sticks or grilled cheese. I don't think I'd go to a restaurant and be like, I want the Ooey Gooey Mozz melter.
You know, and when you say ooey gooey, and I understand these aren't going to be ooey gooey, but I kind of expected something spilling out of my sandwich.
I expect it to have flavor.
Well,
maybe because it has basil on this.
Yeah.
There's not enough basil.
I will say, as far as marinara goes, it's sweet and relatively tasteless. Like it is like one of the weakest marinaras I've ever tasted. As far as, and we're not hating on Fridays, by the way. We're not.
Well, we're hating on the food we were served.
Yeah. It is. It's almost basically a tomato.
Yeah, it's no good marinara.
Like no. I'm trying to think of the last thing we had a marinara. Even like the crazy sauce at Little Caesars is like 30 times
is good
better
compared
than,
to this.
Yeah, like this has like it tastes like you open up a can of tomatoes.
Stuffed crazy bread. You pay like 1/4 of the price, and you get 6 of them. And it tastes better than this.
As a matter of fact, like when I used to cook all the time, they used to have like the crushed tomatoes with basil already in it, and that had more flavor than this marinara does. Just the crushed tomatoes with a little bit of basil in it. Like this is like a. So even though it has a little bit on the sandwich, it's not adding to the flavor because it's not really that flavorful. The mozzarellas, excuse me,
they're pretty good.
They're good.
They're not the best I've had.
No, but they're good.
I wish I had more flavor. I wish there was basil in the the breading or something. Like pepper, maybe a little pepper in the breading. It's just like you're eating a piece of cheese with a little bit of breading, which is good. I don't like the bread. Just remove the bread and make it half the price.
And in their defense, I'm sure they have cheese sticks as one of their appetizers. You know what I mean? That you could get it.
So what you should do
But then again, this was
is
an
keep
appetizer.
the bread
and
and make it half the price. It doesn't cost $6
Yeah.
for 2 pieces of bread.
No, well, it does if you're at
TGI Fridays.
or Dunkin' Donuts.
At least that has avocado. And at least it tasted like lemon.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Well, as much as Katie tried to fix our downward spiral, I think Fridays just threw it back into it. Because this honestly, out of all the food we've eaten on this channel, this may be one of the biggest flops. Because
it wasn't only
it
bad,
wasn't one meal.
but it was overpriced.
Well, you're right. You could factor in every single
Okay,
problem.
name the good things. The mozzarella stick.
Was good, but you're not gonna say that. Like, would you buy that? Like, oh, I'm going back to Fridays to get a mozzarella stick. No.
Way over the pieces of bread.
Well, hey.
Okay, good things in this meal, right?
Yeah.
This right here, the container. The mozzarella stick. The utensils they didn't put in our bag.
No,
like
they
we
didn't
said
give us
on the
utensils either.
We checked it off. Yes, bring utensils and straws.
Yeah.
We didn't
We,
get
we
that.
actually went in. I had him do pickup. Well, he decided he was gonna do pickup because this is the same place that last time left us sitting out there for like an hour.
And mind you, I walked in and they were all sitting down. So,
Yeah,
I mean,
you know,
whatever, I'm fine with that, but...
Again, you know what? The mozzarella stick sandwich, I guess that was partly our fault. We ordered it. You know what I mean? So we'll go with it. But it was new. It was the only other new. They did have a
giant churro.
well, no, they had a giant churro,
giant
and they
churro.
also had the
Donut burger.
the whiskey-glazed
donut burger.
donut
Which
burger.
we might go back and do a separate video.
So maybe we can always try them
Mozzarella
too.
sticks are good. Chicken glaze is pretty decent. I don't mind it. I don't like the chicken. It's very dry. I don't like the breading because it has no flavor on the chicken. It's just crunchy. The burger's burnt and there's nothing on it. There needs to be more sauce if you're gonna burn it. I think the cheese is not enough on the burger, and I don't like sliders to begin with because they're too tiny. And they're always more than cheeseburgers. You get 3 of them.
Well,
And
you
it's
say that, but
one-third.
you liked your SpongeBob patty that we had on the cruise.
Yeah, but that wasn't even meant to be
It
eaten.
wasn't, and you ate it like a savage.
But I ate it.
They burnt the slider bad.
The marinara is dry. The bread, it doesn't need to be here. I understand. Oh, it's a sandwich, you know, but make it less money. You don't have to make a sandwich, since it's a sandwich, $6 more than it should be. I think $6 for just the marinara and the mozzarella sticks is overpriced.
Yeah.
But I'm factoring in the 2 pieces of bread, which is like $8. So there's no lemon on the broccoli, and it's not the best broccoli I've ever tasted. I would have liked steamed better than whatever they
There's no
cooked.
butter on the
Microwaved
broccoli.
It's probably microwaved. I would have liked it steamed. I hope it's steamed, and I can't taste it. I think this was bad. I would not recommend any of this at all. I think the concepts, the skewered, great concept. This, I don't know where they were going with the price range. I think they have to lower that. The $15
Well, this
appetizer.
was how much? $15. This was expensive, and I was actually shocked because I was wondering where they were going with it. Because a normal skewer, you get some vegetables, you get some meat, and it's always juicy and flavorful and marinated. And that's the problem with this is, again, the chicken wasn't horrible, but it was dry.
So we have 6 chicken nuggets.
Basically.
How much do you think that would cost if it wasn't on a skewer? If it didn't have a stick through it, how much do you think the nuggets would cost?
You know what? This is the thing. The whole point of a skewer, and the whole point of getting a barbecue, and this was partly why I wanted to get it, because I wanted to know where they were going with this, is because you put it on a skewer and you stick it on a grill and you cook it. and it's hard to cook the meat to the proper temperature and get the vegetables cooked at the right price.
But it has all the flavors.
But it has all the flavors, and
This
usually
wasn't cooked because it's not
they're
cook
marinated.
marks. There's no cook marks, and that's burnt.
It's not.
That's not burnt.
It was assembled on a skewer, but they screwed up all the parts. Like the burger is burnt. I mean, I don't know what this one is, but the other ones we had were 100% burnt. Yeah, look at this. Ben, you gotta get down.
That's not good.
No, and that's how mine was last time.
That was mine
So-
too.
Shame on a cook for even serving this. But I mean, this, just so you know, we're not just nitpicking on Fridays. I mean, look at this thing. I mean, there's not even a question that you're gonna taste burnt.
You can't even make out the grill marks they're supposed to have.
No,
I hope there's supposed to be grill marks.
That's not grill marks, because that's just straight up burnt.
I hope there is grill marks.
No, it's just straight up burnt.
And it's just I don't know what they did.
I mean, there is no juice left. I'm begging.
6 chicken nuggets with that flavor would probably cost around $5 if it's reasonable. 4. But they.
Well, we've noticed
pricey.
that like Wingstop, wings, even boneless wings are pricey, and
But
I get
that's
that.
not a lot of chicken. That's
No.
like very little chicken, a decent amount of breading, and just the glaze. And the chicken's dry. That should be around $4. And the sliders, they should be around, like, if they were cooked properly, $1.50, $2 each. That's 2, 4, 6, 6, 12. Okay, reasonable, right? Don't mess it up next time.
And it's good to see he's finally passionate about something. So I'm glad I'm not the one that's actually bad mouthing it for a change. So I'm actually trying to sit back and let him do it.
It's not good.
But honestly, you know what? If you screw up 1 or 2 things on a menu or an items, you know you can almost get away with it. But when you burn the burger, these were overcooked because there was no juice. I showed you the inside of it. So again, I'm not nitpicking. These aren't horrible. You can eat the wings.
You can eat the wings.
But
Only
they're
because
very
of the
dry.
flavor. No flavor on it, that would be like the lemon broccoli.
They're very dry.
No flavor.
And again, the broccoli, to me, eat that one. It's not undercooked, I don't per se, but they claimed it to be a lemon butter broccoli. There is no butter and no lemon. There's no flavor on this at all. It's broccoli. It's not bad broccoli. It's good broccoli, but it's broccoli.
They need to steam it.
Well,
This,
Yeah, I don't know how.
This is like microwave broccoli. It tastes like microwave broccoli.
well, even if they steam
But
it,
not
and
the
it's
good
sad,
microwave
yeah.
broccoli.
I mean, it's not like when you steam it, it gets uber juicy on the inside. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
it,
no, this
it
is
has a
this
flavor.
is a dry broccoli.
Yeah.
And I'm not a fan of dry broccoli. Dry cold broccoli, worse. This is still kind of warm. And the Mozz stick melter.
But it's the Ooey Gooey Mozz stick melter. See, and that's the other thing. So
New.
when you claim it to be Ooey Gooey, I expected mozzarella sticks. Actually, I expected it, to be honest with you, I thought it was a grilled cheese sandwich with mozzarella sticks on the top.
Yeah.
I didn't realize the mozzarella sticks was the
What
Ooey
I
Gooey.
expected-
But they didn't add any other cheese with it.
What I expected was a giant mozzarella stick with marinara and cheese in the center somehow. I don't know why. And then have the bread, and then have more like stuff on top, like mozzarella sticks and marinara. I thought it was just gonna be a ton of like flavorful, basil flavored garlic bread, right? And then have like the giant mozzarella stick with enough marinara so it wouldn't be dry.
I know why they didn't go heavy on the marinara, because some people don't like it. And I get that, but
Then don't order it.
and again, you know, I don't know.
I don't like the marinara because it doesn't taste good.
It had no taste. It really didn't. It really didn't. It tasted like it tasted mildly better than a can of tomatoes.
Yeah.
Like if you just open up a can of tomatoes, like it had a very little,
It was just smush.
very little flavor on it, and it was very sweet. It was weird. I
Yeah.
don't know where the sweetness came.
And
from.
I didn't taste no basil. And there was an option to remove the basil, and I did not click it. So
Yeah, I don't know. Overall, I'm highly disappointed and wishing I went to the other restaurant right across
I
the
said
street.
we should go to Taco Bell while we were driving.
He did, and that's not the one across the street. But there's other place across the street that had a couple of meals that we haven't tried
Applebee's?
yet. Yeah, and you know, I'm sad. I guess we didn't go there.
Applebee's bowls were phenomenal. This was the opposite of phenomenal.
Yeah, they have 2 different bowls at Applebee's that are brand new, and Actually, these had other meals at Applebee's. I mean, these had other meals that were supposedly new. Again, there was a bunch of things when we were scrolling through their menu that said new, but I haven't been to Fridays in forever. So I'm not sure if they were. But then they had a listing, like a...
Yeah, it's the
The
burn.
burger's not coming down. It's all burnt in my mouth. It is. It is.
bad.
And it was similar to when I ate the Sonic one. That it just... When you burn something... Char, I don't mind. Like char, vegetable and stuff. But when you have that burnt taste, that's all you taste. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like, you can eat this if I smother this whole thing in ketchup and mustard and hot sauce. And that's the only way you can...
And I would
eat the
only
stuff.
want to eat the bun.
But I'll be shocked if that didn't get... even that has remnants of
They probably put them in the grill.
Again, if this was cooked on the skewer, you could almost excuse that because cook times would be different. But this was all
This
cooked.
don't have no grill marks.
No, they assembled this. You can't put bread on a skewer;
Yeah.
it would burn.
100%.
You know what I mean? So this was all assembled after the fact.
But they failed the burger and they failed the chicken.
Right. And to me, they failed the broccoli and they failed the sandwich. So overall,
We paid $30.
we're gonna give them an A- because no.
We paid like we
Four
love
fails.
it. S+ tier.
Right.
Going on.
Four fails equals an A- because we got to pass everybody this time.
Yeah.
No, honestly, I all of this, I wouldn't recommend this to anyone. In fact, I don't even want it to fall on the floor so my dog doesn't get ill. It wasn't good. It wasn't good. It wasn't good. No, I'm not even.
No, it
I'm not even
wasn't
gonna
good.
I'm not going to
I
sugarcoat
would
it.
I wouldn't feed this to anyone.
This one, these you can eat. This was
Innovative concept, overpriced.
Yeah.
Innovative concept, really poorly done. It's not really innovative. People
This-
eat skewers all the time at restaurants.
But
No,
I
no.
was wondering because
But don't make it overpriced.
I
and
wondered
taste
why
good.
and I get it, it's an appetizer, but even when you get like the Tower of Power of onion rings at Red Robin, it's a display.
Yeah.
I was trying to figure out who puts chicken wings, or not even chicken wings, just chicken nuggets in burgers on a skewer if it's not for a kid. But it has a whiskey glaze, so
If
it's
he gave
not
this
for
to
a
the kid, he'd
kid.
stab himself with the skewer.
Well, no, like I didn't understand the concept behind it. Like to me, it's just a weird concept. Like I don't get it.
And don't burn it.
I would have got it even if they made it like barbecue. But not that I didn't mind the whiskey glaze. Like it was very sweet.
Maybe
though.
make the sliders real burgers.
Well, they are real burgers, but it just burnt. Like
No,
they
they're
just
not real
messed that up.
burgers.
They messed that up.
The sliders are not burgers.
No, you mean like a real size burger?
Yeah,
But,
give
I don't know.
two for the same price.
Yeah.
Because there's gonna be more food in the end, and then
Well, they were trying to make it cutesy, but it's a fail.
for $15,
That was the most expensive.
it's like
thing we bought.
$5 for the stupid stick.
Yeah.
And you can't eat this. I don't think. I
No.
don't think it's like gummy
You
or something.
You can't eat it. It's wood. Yeah.
Definitely not.
Yeah. So I don't know. Now, I mean, we can go on and on, but this was an epic fail.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
I don't recommend going. This is.
I can't. Yeah, I
this
can't.
is worse and more disappointing than the mushroom jerky. I would rather eat that stuff.
Don't make me buy it.
Because it had
because
more
we may have
flavor.
to- Yeah,
It
well,
had-
it was not good.
We
flavor
had no
either.
flavor.
No.
It
Honestly,
was missing. No basil, no lemon, butter.
as much as I want to say,
Burnt,
as he's
that's only
drumming
flavor.
it, we do have burnt.
Yeah, that's the only flavor.
And
we have.
dry.
Dry
So,
and burnt.
I want to
Texture
say he's
wise.
drumming it up, but he's really not. I mean, again, regardless of price, but including price, this was one of the most expensive meals that we've got.
I'd
And
pay
it-
$5 and like $4 for these.
And it was worse than other places we've paid half of that for.
$15? We once had a nacho plate that went up to the ceiling for the same
Well,
price.
you know what? Not only that. I mean, if you can actually equate it. I mean, look at the 9-patty burger that had so many chances to fail. You know what I mean?
So many.
But it was juicy. It was flavorful, and it was they didn't
It was
put
some of the best meat I've had
There was
on a burger.
they had no sauce or anything on that thing either. And we ate that, and every bite, as much as when you get to the end, you're like, oh my God, I don't want to eat it.
Yeah.
It was still good. Like it was tasty. It was delicious. And even by the time it took us all the time to eat that whole thing,
Yeah.
it was still juicy at the end.
It was so good.
There is absolutely zero juice going on with this patty. Zero.
Yeah.
Zero. And the same thing. If you're gonna call something a lemon buttered broccoli, it should have lemon or butter on it. That's it. You can't name
That's like
something.
false
And then if you're
advertising.
gonna say ooey gooey Mozz melter, there was no ooey gooey, or even if you would have got that piping hot, there was nothing ooey or gooey
Or
about it.
melter.
Yeah, everything about it, it was, I don't know.
It was terrible.
It wasn't good. It wasn't good. So, TGI because it'll be coming out on Sunday, was an epic fail in our eyes. I honestly,
And because we didn't go on Friday.
there's a couple other meals that they have there, and I'm actually second guessing putting this on the old Burger King.
I
status
never
where-
want to go out there again.
Well, no, honestly,
It was overpriced
Yeah.
for most of it, and it tasted like a shoe.
Yeah. So leave a comment down below if you want to see anything else by Fridays. And John, I know you're going to click yes just because you want us to hate it.
Yeah, Jim.
But with that being said, because we might have to kick some restaurants to the curb. We have other concepts. Should we spill out some concepts or just surprise them if we do them?
I'm just gonna say, if you're going to be a restaurant and you serve food like this, I understand it's not your choice, right? This is a chain restaurant, so you don't get to decide what's on the menu. You don't get to decide. You kind of just have to make it and serve it, and you can't decide the price, right? Because that's silly. But don't put this on the menu, like the head of the company.
This goes back to we ate at home. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And we choose to eat at home. There are people there. But if I was at the restaurant, I would be killing, not the waitress, because I never hammer on a waitress, but I would love...
Well, we wouldn't be killing.
When the pot owner... No, I would love for the pot owner... Sometimes the main people walk around and like, oh, how was your meal? And I would be like, take a bite of this. How was my meal? It's horrible. You know what I mean? Like, this is overcooked. This had no flavor. I would
And
tell
we
them
couldn't
that.
use that gift card because it's dining
Yeah.
only.
That was the other thing. As we were trying to buy it,
So we couldn't even get $10 off.
we have a gift card that you can't use.
And now my hands
under
are
stipulate-
sticky.
Well, that's the other. Again, epic
Bye.
fail. So everything about Fridays right now is under question. Whether we ever go back there again, leave a comment down below. And if Fridays is your favorite place, leave a comment down below.
Comment down below.
Because honestly, I have had decent things at Fridays. Actually, what did we have the last time? I don't think it was bad at Fridays.
I don't even remember. It wasn't
But-
memorable.
No, you didn't like the donut. We had a donut
Yep, we
chicken
had the
sandwich.
donut chicken sandwich, and we had the fries.
Oh, the pound of cheese fries. Those were good though.
Those were good.
Those were
That's
good.
the only thing that was good in my eyes.
But
I think
Again,
for an appetizer, even though it's not an appetizer, it's a party pack of nachos for $10
it was better.
buckaroos.
It was better. It was better. It had more taste than even a pound of cheese fries. See, this was the reason why we
It's
weren't going to
fast
do
food.
these. And honestly, this is why, and I've said this to him in the past, and he kind of agrees with me. When you look at like the Fridays and the Applebee's, and sometimes, some of them chili meals,
Mm-hmm.
either Chili's, to me, those are always fast food restaurants. Even the Red Robin is good as it's a fast food restaurant.
But
you know what I mean?
I think a Five Guys is better than like most restaurants. I think of
You
Five
get
Guys
it.
as
Honestly,
a restaurant.
we didn't even know what a way back was, but we were
Yeah.
just saying it the other day. We've eaten there now 3 or 4 times, and I've yet to have a bad meal.
You didn't
from
like the
way
hot
back.
dog. I liked it.
It's not that I didn't like the hot dog. I said
Yeah.
it was good, but it's not a $6 hot dog.
Correct.
And that's the difference. I mean, I didn't mind it. It was actually good.
And they do a ton of promotions.
But
right now it's like burger, whatever.
Yeah,
so
they
you
did
get
something
free
this
food,
whole
whatever.
month. The whole month they've been giving things
Yeah.
away, but they don't have anything new, so we've been staying away from them. So we have a couple
And
concepts.
Didn't Wayback do that, like the charity thing? They did a charity.
They did one too, yes.
They did one.
So we have a couple concepts. We'll leave it as a secret for now, and maybe we'll do them, maybe we won't. But
Yeah. We'll be eating.
we may have to reconsider going to places. This is kind of why I never go to Fridays, because if I'm going to go out and spend good money, then I want to go to a Longhorns, or I want to go to a Outback, or
I don't know what their
or
atmosphere
something.
is. As a restaurant, a lot of places that are like chain restaurants, they have like their own thing. Like Red Robin, it's like all like old, and then it has like a bird. It's all like, hey, I'm a Red Robin. And then like Applebee's, I don't remember what they have.
They got Big Apple.
The steakhouse place, the
Longhorns is usually
whatever.
where we go to. It is the one
Longhorns,
closer
they
to
have
us.
like like antlers and
Yeah.
stuff, and it looks cool. This place, like, they advertise it as a circus, and it tastes like a circus.
Well, honestly, this
It has
was
like elephants in a big circus tent, and
this is part of the reason before we did this channel.
Poor animals.
The reason I didn't go to restaurants, because when I get food like this, if I can cook it better, then it should never been served to us. And again, I guess you can't blame Fridays as much as you can blame the cook that cooked this, because I
blame Fridays for these
the
price
management.
points.
You can honestly tell that this is charcoal. You know what I mean?
And please don't teach them how to cook it at least.
You know, but
this isn't a new item. It's been on the menu for like
a few weeks. It has been out for a little while.
It's still new, but it's not new.
And the sad part for me is that I'm kind of beating myself up is because he's fought me on this for a while.
Yeah.
He hasn't wanted to go back to this for a while. And
I have no reason
I kept saying it's the only new thing we have left. It's the only new thing we have left. Unless we change the concept and we do something different, it's the only...
I want a naked chicken chalupa.
Oh, that's 1,000 times better than everything we ate.
It wasn't burnt.
It was $3.
And it was frozen.
It was $3.
It was frozen as well.
Honestly, that frozen patty... the frozen patty shell that we ate was 10 times better flavor than this chicken thing right here.
I think the steak was the best part in this thing.
Honestly, and now that he brought that up...
And I tasted it.
And the reason we say it's a frozen patty is because we know for a fact because they couldn't sell it to us the first day because they had to thaw them.
They had to unfreeze
And so, again, we're not fine dining by any means.
No, not at all.
We're not. So, but that shell...
Cheap, good food is better than expensive, terrible food.
And that's where... and we can divulge. We started thinking, where we live... Within a few hour drive,
we would like to eat better food.
Well, we
don't get good food.
Not only
we get great food, or we get terrible food doing these reviews.
Yeah.
This being one of the bad ones. We want really good food.
Well, what we found out is eating chain restaurants, whether it be let's add them all up, like Jersey Mike's, Subway, Firehouse subs. Let's go
Jimmy John.
Let's just go with that. You get a 6-inch sub for $10, or we have a place that's a within an hour's drive of us, where you get a half loaf grinder for $5. So
I think
started
in
changing.
my head, I think this fits, right? It works. Places that advertise are generally not as good as places that don't.
And that's where over the years, not that we could ever compete or do a diners, drive-ins, and dives, but we were thinking it's all going to be hard. He's going to get a job, and he's not going to be around.
But then I'll be able to pay for the reviews.
But the thing is if we, we started considering going to places that either we've heard about or that we've eaten at, and we know that are decent food, and showcase good food for short money, or do the concept of, okay, this is the worst Yelped restaurant in this area.
This is the worst.
Whether it be pick a genre, this is the worst Thai place we've ever seen.
Yeah.
And go and try a meal from there and see what it is, as opposed to, and still do the fast food, but we tried the Fridays, and Applebee's was good and it wasn't expensive. But when you start getting into some of these meals, if I'm going to pay $15 a plate.
Is a reason? No, not a plate, an appetizer.
Well,
it's an appetizer.
But if you're going to give $15, I don't mind paying that if it's good food. But if you're going to get junk food for $20, then it's not.
I'm not eating
going.
the rest of that.
No, you won't. I know you won't. So
will you?
We ranted long enough. Leave a comment down below if you would like to see. We might have to do some.
This is our longest video ever, 38 minutes.
We apologize, but this has been a rant, so John will like it. Yeah, John will love this one. So, and we're throwing the concepts out there as far as, not that we can do it all the time, and because of school and jobs and everything like that. But if we hit that up every once in a while, as it maybe not be local to you, or maybe stuff, but maybe we'll do like a little preview of the area and what's around, and go into the place, get some food, and then do a review
Eventually,
of something.
we would like to be going to the best places.
Well, and that's that. If this channel would ever take off, and we could, I'd be more than happy to drive around the country and do our own version of Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives, or wherever it is. So. Keep the subscribers coming, and let's see if we can make the concept rock. And if there is something like that, like the worst reviews or the best or highlighted places,
or if you have any concepts you would like,
or something that, not that we want to abandon what we're doing, but this meal in particular, and we've been thinking about it for a while now, kind of makes us rethink about venturing into. We already know, some people, Olive Garden lovers. Me, I've always said it's fast food pasta. You know what I mean? So, but they're like $20-something a plate. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's not an appetizer.
And it's not, but it's not great. I would rather go to a real Italian
I
restaurant.
think people only go for the endless soups and salads.
Well, right. You know what I mean? Like, go to a legitimate place. Or like I told them before, one thing I've always wanted to go to a real noodle house that makes
Yeah.
their own noodles and stuff like that. So we have a few concepts. We'll see where this all goes and, how much expensive it's going to be.
Yep.
But, again, TGI Fridays, I highly do not recommend the skewer.
Yeah.
What was it? Or the Ooey Gooey Mozz melt. They were
Melter. Melter.
Both not worth the price of driving there.
And they're
Never
both
mind.
pretty long names.
Yeah, so
And
all right.
pretty damaging.
we've kept
to
you
your
long
wallet.
enough, and if you're still here, thank you, first of all.
Yeah.
And leave a comment down below, and hopefully the next review will be better.
I'd rather eat Kraft mac and cheese.
In fact, that's a good idea. Maybe that's our next review. So
That's a good
all right.
idea, yeah.
All right, there you go. Hope you enjoyed the review.
That was 40 minutes or 30